Now on CoastTV News.
A cold and dry start to our Friday, and then a cold rain builds in later into this evening. Right now it's snow to our north. Improving conditions for the weekend and not as cold. Forecast details coming up next.
Scary car fire in Georgetown. Details from officials about this Thursday morning emergency.
Water contamination alerts in Milford. How many pipes in the city are at risk for containing lead?
Getting in the holiday spirit, a look at the spectacular light show in Ocean City.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning, everybody. It's November 22nd, 2024. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Thanks for being up with us during our 6 o'clock hour. It's a cold morning, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
I haven't turned my heat on yet, though.
You haven't?
No.
Good for you. I did it by like 2 degrees.
My apartment, the hallway is heated, so my apartment is pretty warm, but
nice.
I'm trying to wait as long as possible.
I don't blame you.
I'm trying to.
I don't blame you. I'm going
I
out of
added
town
extra
this weekend.
blankets, though.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going out of town this weekend, so I left it pretty low, but I think when I come back, I'll regret it, and I'm going to want to like really bump it up.
I don't know, because my parents were telling me it snowed in northern New Jersey, so I didn't believe them because it's been so warm in November so far. But we're going to bring in Bob right now to tell us a little bit about this cold weather we're experiencing. Bob, it's feeling like November, maybe even December now.
Yeah, feeling like late fall, early winter. And by the way, happy birthday to Paige, another trip around the sun. So congrats to you. You're welcome. And we are looking at cold conditions this morning. So, yeah, Paige was born on a cold time of the year. We're looking at 34 in Salisbury, 34 in Delmarva, Bethany Beach, 36 in Rehoboth Beach. And we're seeing wind gusts at times over 20 at the beaches and even gusty inland. Feels like temperatures 30. It feels like 30 in Salisbury and Georgetown. Bundle up. Even feels like freezing in Bethany Beach and Ocean City, as we do have clear skies out there right now. But that's about to change. We have an upper level low to our north, and they're getting pounded with snow through Pennsylvania and those fire ravaged areas as well, northern New Jersey. So that should put the fires out. Snow for them. Upstate New York, a cold rain in New York right now. This system will pivot to the south, increase our clouds. Will not be snow when it gets here. It'll just be rain. It is cold enough for snow, however, this morning. It's going to be clear this morning with sunshine, and then we're only topping out in the mid-40s later on. Clouds increase. Rain builds in mid-afternoon, and by late afternoon and this evening, it is raw. It is windy, it's cold and wet with temperatures in the low 40s. Today's checklist: hat and gloves this morning, layer up, and then you need the umbrella and the raincoat for this afternoon. So pack it in the car because you'll need it later. Make sure you have the warm beverage and make sure you have the sunglasses for this morning as well.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. New this morning, Iceland officials are warning locals there of gas emissions after this volcano you see right there roared back to life. Officials say this is the 7th eruption since last December, after previously being dormant for 8 centuries. The volcano began erupting late Wednesday night, sending molten lava flowing towards the famous Blue Lagoon, forcing guests to evacuate.
And also new this morning, Georgetown police will continue to investigate what caused a car fire on Thursday morning. According to the Georgetown Fire Company, first responders arrived at the Advanced Auto Parts a little before 11 a.m. And as you can see, those flames that were bursting from that car happened in front of the store. There is no word yet on any injuries.
Happening now, Rehoboth Beach is working to replace one of its commissioners. This comes after former Commissioner Don Preston resigned from his position Thursday, effective immediately. Preston was elected to the board in September of 2023 and had about 2 years left on his term. It was set to end in 2026. The city did not cite a reason for his resignation.
And the city says that the appointment process is still being decided. Rehoboth Beach Mayor Stan Mills said in a statement, quote, "While I am disappointed with Commissioner Preston's resignation from the Board of Commissioners, I sincerely appreciate his service to the community."
Milford officials are continuing to work to fix an issue of lead in its pipes. The city sent out almost 3,000 letters to people impacted by heavy metal in the pipes. The city says right now they know of 3 lines that for sure have lead, but get this, 114 lines have a lead risk. Nearly 3,000 lines have unknown materials. The city is assuring people still that the drinking water is safe, but some people will still have a lot of concerns.
Being quite honest, I might be getting some gallon jugs of water for a while just to make sure that I'm okay, or maybe getting my own water tested to see what the levels read in the water in my home.
And Milford says they'll replace all the lead and lead risk pipes, but it won't be for a while. They're expecting by 2037.
And happening today, Rehoboth Beach officials will discuss the proposed Belhaven Hotel that could be built on the boardwalk above Candy Kitchen. According to the Planning Commission's agenda, commissioners could go into an executive session during this topic where they will seek legal advice from an attorney. The proposed hotel has brought debate to the nation's summer capital, as some locals believe this business is way too close to the boardwalk, while others believe it actually could benefit the area.
Happening now, Winterfest has begun in Ocean City. There's a lot to go over for this year's Winterfest, but one of the coolest things we're going to show you are some interactive lights. All you have to do is press one of those buttons and it instantly changes to whatever color you pressed. Now, along with this, there's also fantastic lights all around the park. Santa Claus may be hanging out inside. Another feature, people can enjoy a nice cup of hot chocolate as they explore all the bright displays.
I just love seeing all the little children come in all dressed up, but the lights are just magnificent here, and my favorite is always the big tree.
Ocean City says the event will run until December 31st. Each day people can visit from 5:30 until 9:30.
And staying on the topic of lights and the holidays, Milton will light up the park on Saturday, November 30th at 5:30 p.m. This will be at Memorial Park, and those lights will turn on at 6 p.m. There will be hot chocolate, cookies, and music. And there will then be a parade on December 4th at 7 p.m. and Santa is going to make a visit.
New this morning, Trump is welcoming a new U.S. Attorney General pick, Pam Bondi, a former Florida Attorney General. Former Representative Matt Gaetz, the previous choice, withdrew his name from consideration as President-elect Trump's pick for U.S. Attorney General on Thursday. And sources tell NBC News that after meeting with lawmakers on Capitol Hill, Gaetz did not have the political capital to push his own name through the Senate confirmation hearing. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us what is next as Trump continues to build his cabinet.
Under pressure from allegations of sexual misconduct and illicit drug use, Matt Gaetz withdrew his name from consideration as President-elect Trump's choice for Attorney General.
Well, I mean, there's a sense of relief about it, of course. I think he did a pretty noble thing.
I think for someone to be nominated to be the Chief Law Enforcement Officer of the United States and facing persistent and disturbing charges involving sex trafficking and drug use really caused some real challenges for him.
Overnight, President-elect Trump choosing Pam Bondi, a former Florida Attorney General, to lead the Justice Department. There are also concerns about Trump's nominee to head the Pentagon, Pete Hegseth. NBC News obtaining a police report detailing allegations that a woman accused the former Fox News host of sexual assault in 2017. Hegseth denies the accusations and was not charged.
I'll keep this very simple. The matter was fully investigated, and I was completely cleared, and that's where I'm going to leave it.
Some senators say let the vetting process play out.
Why didn't they prosecute? Why didn't they? We tend to prosecute even after prosecutors choose not to prosecute these days in the media.
Others raise alarms about Mr. Trump's cabinet picks overall.
You need qualified people who cannot have information in their background that could be used against them, blackmailing or anything else.
Mr. Trump's choice to head Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and former Democratic Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, his choice for Director of National Intelligence, each facing scrutiny for their past statements criticizing the departments they've been picked to lead. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
So a lot more news to get to this hour of Coast TV News today.
Coming up, Food for the Holidays, we'll tell you how the Food Bank of Delaware says every donation impacts the lives of people it serves.
Also ahead this morning, the future of affordable housing. We're going to tell you why one company says the future is bright for increasing affordable homes.
And the Georgetown Pallet Village will welcome a new community center to the area. We'll tell you how organizers say the center will help people living in the village with their health and jobs. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sundar Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
For many in our community, the holidays can bring about stress as they strive to create unforgettable moments.
That's where the Bless Our Children campaign can help.
Every penny you give helps families right here on Delmarva.
You can help local children by accepting the Shell Brothers Bless Our Children Challenge. As our thank you, we'll list our business name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll.
You can donate by sending a check or money order to the address on the screen or online at blessourchildren.org.
Together we can make the holidays this year a special one.
As temperatures drop, FH Fur invites you to be part of something truly heartwarming, our Fall into Comfort toy drive. Through December 15th for only $29, the experts at FH Fur will perform a comprehensive heating system inspection, ensuring your home stays snug through the chilly months ahead. The best part? 100% of the proceeds will go to the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
6:11 on this cold Friday morning. HSB Cam in Cambridge showing some clouds moving in. 36 degrees right now. We're all in the 30s. We're above freezing, but even the beach is cold. 38 Ocean City, 36 in Rehoboth, and we've got breezy conditions too, and that's knocking the feels like temperature down to 30 in Salisbury and Georgetown, 36 in Rehoboth. So bundle up, layer up, warm up the car, bundle up the kids as we're looking at mainly clear skies, but clouds will be increasing, and we've got a big area of snow across Pennsylvania, Jersey, and into New York as well. And this system drops to the south, not as snow for us, but it will be warm enough for rain later on. But for the kiddos off to the bus stop, 35, breezy and cold. Make sure they're bundled up. And then heading home, cloudy and cold, 45. And then the rain builds in mid-afternoon.
Happening right now, that burn ban no longer in place in Maryland. The Department of Natural Resources says this all comes after a review of ground conditions and the recent precipitation. However, as of right now, Delaware still has its burn ban in place.
And we've covered the Pallet Village in Georgetown for many years. It's temporary housing for the homeless. And happening today, there will be a groundbreaking ceremony for the new community center on site. The Springboard Collaborative, the organization that operates the village, says this center will provide essential services like job training, healthcare, and wellness programs to support individuals experiencing homeless on their path to permanent housing.
The Massachusetts Institute of Technology, also known as MIT, of course, offering free tuition to undergrad students whose families earn less than $200,000 a year. And for those earning less than $100,000 per year, MIT will also cover things like housing, dining fees, and an allowance for books and personal expenses. According to MIT's website, the total cost of attendance for the current school term before aid is nearly $86,000.
And BJ's Wholesale Club is raising its annual membership for the first time in 7 years. The new basic plan is increasing by $5 to $60 per year. The most expensive tier, called Club Plus, is increasing $10 to $120 a year. BJ says the increased prices will allow the company to invest in a stronger value proposition for its 7.5 million members.
Still ahead this morning, the future of affordable housing. We're going to show you how one Georgetown company is celebrating after building its 1,000th tiny home.
Sunrise this morning at 6:51, but already seeing brightening skies in Laurel on the Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp. 36. It is a cold start and a dry one for Delmarva. Then a wet end to the day with a rainy and raw evening, but drier and not as cold for the weekend. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
NBC News Daily, weekdays at 1 on Coast TV, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture and North Star Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here at the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, such as myself in countertops, to not only ensure you get the best product to fit your needs, but that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
When I came into the Delmarva Design Center and see that big collection of slabs, that makes really the decision seamless.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
I needed to do some safe floor. I slipped in my old floor and I broke my kneecap. I called Pinnacle, they came. The team was very professional. And then when I came home 2 o'clock, my garage was done. That's the best part. I loved it. Pinnacle did a really great job. They did this beautiful floor and safe to walk. Call Pinnacle, you will not be disappointed. You'll be happy, like I am.
When it's your home, we know you always want the best. And if it's unique, stylish, and custom made, Superior Screen and Glass is your place. We are dedicated to providing the highest quality craftsmanship to our clients on every project. With our Pella and Anderson certified windows and doors, we will help highlight the beauty and function of your home with energy efficient, protective glass. To make your business or home superior and beautiful, trust the experience and expertise of Superior Screen and Glass.
The time is now 6:16 and we're going to take a live look outside at Lewis. Bob, this morning, if you're on the water, I'm thinking it's going to be a little chilly. Probably not the best spot to be.
I'm thinking a lot chillier,
Yeah,
Lisa. Yeah, with the wind, you know, and you're on the water, humidity's higher. It feels like that cold just goes right down into your bones. Yeah, I would just bundle up and stay inside, stay warm if you can. If you are venturing out, make sure you bundle up. 34 now in Salisbury, Delmar, Georgetown. I checked my home station in Millsboro, 34 there, and Redden as well. So it's cold, and mid to upper 30s at the beaches, and we're looking at a west breeze on top of that, and at times gusting over 20 at the coast. So, boy, that feels like temperature is dipping down there. It feels like 30 in Salisbury and Georgetown, 36 in Rehoboth, 31 in Ocean City. Bottom line, bundle up this morning and warm up the car and leave a little extra time to get to work and school, as we have mostly clear skies, but that's not going to last long because we have clouds already increasing across northern parts of Delaware. And look at this area of snow spreading across Pennsylvania into the Poconos. They're getting thumped with snow. They could see over a foot there. Snow in northern New Jersey. That's great news for them because they've been dealing with all the fires, and then snow into upstate New York as well. So good to see that. Looks like just a cold rain around New York City and back into Long Island. So if you're headed north, you'll be running into the snow. I know Elisa said her folks are getting snow at home right now, and we're looking at this low that will continue to pivot to the south, and that will give us rain eventually. A little bit too warm for snow for us. And then high pressure farther back to the west. That will be our weekend weather. It will be drier and cooler, but Futurecast this morning has us in the 30s. It's very cold. We'll see the morning sunshine. By mid-morning, we're around 40 degrees, but then clouds start to increase early this afternoon, and temperatures only into the mid-40s. That's it for highs, and then those clouds thicken up, and we see the rain building in mid-afternoon. And it will be raw, and that rain will pick up in intensity by 5:30. We're in the low 40s. It's windy. It's rainy. I know for your Friday evening plans, you want it nice and dry, but it's not going to be that way. It's going to be wet 8:30 and temperatures near 40. At least it's not white, so we're not looking at slippery or icy conditions. And then that rain tapers off later tonight. A few remaining clouds tomorrow morning with 30s and 40s. And then by the afternoon, it's breezy, but it's drier. Temperatures in the 50s. And then Sunday morning, we're beginning in the 40s and a little milder by Sunday afternoon. The winds back off a little bit too, with highs into the 50s. But today, those winds gusting over 30 miles per hour, near 40 at the beaches. And then this evening, it's windy, and on top of that, it's cold and rainy as well. And it's still windy into your Saturday, winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. So not a very pleasant weekend if you like warm weather. Gale warning for much of the ocean areas and into Delaware Bay until 6 a.m. on Saturday. And we could maybe see up to about a quarter-inch of rain from the rain tonight. And then fast forwarding to next week, it looks dry for the big travel day on Wednesday. But then we move into Thanksgiving, and we start to see a cold rain. If you're heading headed to the north. Could be snow across Pennsylvania and the Northeast, and that rain could linger into Black Friday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Rain building in later today and cold. 46, 56 on Saturday, sun and clouds. More sun on Sunday, 58, and then mild to start next week. Lower 60s. So if you want to put the Christmas decorations out, that's a good time to do that. A few showers Tuesday, then turning colder into Wednesday, 52. The big travel day dry, but then the rain builds in on Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, and a high of only 50.
Happening now, a Georgetown company is looking to the future after celebrating building their 1,000th tiny home. Great Outdoor Cottages says it's working to create affordable and workforce housing units for all along the Eastern Shore. CEO Matt Kreuter says the future of alternatives for housing is bright.
We're going to continue to expand and continue to build newer, more interesting and innovative houses and really try to attack this problem as best we can.
And the company milestone was celebrated with a team meal and turkeys for the upcoming holiday.
More to come this morning on Coast TV News Today. Food for the holidays. We're telling you about an event hosted by the Food Bank of Delaware to give food to those in need. That's happening today.
It's a big weekend for giving back and getting into the holiday spirit. Stay tuned for your cool things to do.
If your family's anything like mine, life brings in dirt and messes.
Touchdown! Yes! 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 Oh!
Sit back, relax, and leave the deep cleaning to the pros. Your home isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Shop local in historic Berlin for the holidays. More than 60 shops, eats, suites, and free weekend carriage rides till 3 p.m. Plus, meet Santa till 1 p.m. weekends in December. Always free parking. Check out BerlinMainStreet.com for more.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, everyone is a local. Fun times and good vibes await with a wide variety of craft brews, plus our award-winning Primo Hoagies made fresh daily. Dance the night away at the best live music venue in Ocean City. And there's never a bad seat to catch your favorite sports team. Dine in or relax on our outside deck with comfortable seating and beautiful palm trees for a cozy, tropical atmosphere. Beach Barrels open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. at 132nd and Coastal Highway.
For many in our community, the holidays can bring about stress as they strive to create unforgettable moments.
That's where the Bless Our Children campaign can help.
Every penny you give helps families right here on Delmarva.
You can help local children by accepting the Shell Brothers Bless Our Children Challenge. As our thank you, we'll list our business name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll.
You can donate by sending a check or money order to the address on the screen or online at blessourchildren.org.
Together we can make the holidays this year a special one.
This may be the Premier League.
I'm not like everybody else.
Well, this duo have been in a league of their own. It's Haaland, a striker like no other.
Not like everybody else.
Son, starman for Tottenham Hotspur.
Like everybody else.
That's just stunning. Wow!
Like everybody else. Like everybody else. Like everybody else.
Manchester City, Tottenham on NBC and Peacock.
Shop local in historic Berlin for the holidays. More than 60 shops, eats, suites, and free weekend carriage rides till 3 p.m. Plus, meet Santa till 1 p.m. weekends in December. Always free parking. Check out BerlinMainStreet.com for more.
Thanksgiving a week away, less than a week really away, and local nonprofits are coming together to make the holiday fulfilling for even more people. Happening today, the Food Bank of Delaware will have a Thanksgiving drive-through pantry in Georgetown. This is video from Wednesday's Thanksgiving for All initiative. The Food Bank of Delaware, the Harry K Foundation, and Purdue Farms filled meal boxes for those in need.
The support of the community is really critical to the work that we do, whether a company or organization starts a food drive or somebody comes in and gives the gift of time, or $1 here provides 3 meals to our neighbors. So every contribution really makes a huge difference in the lives of so many of our neighbors.
Now, while the food bank works daily to provide donated goods to the community, they do say, especially this time of year, the more the merrier.
And on Friday, November 15th, we showed you a snack donation drive hosted by Pathway to Success. Well, now their outreach and development manager says after collecting those donations, it's enough to open up their own store. The snacks are collected for students in multiple districts in Sussex County who are enrolled in the Pathways to Success program. The donation drive began November 1st and wrapped up on Wednesday, November 20th. However, donations are always accepted.
The Delaware Natural Resources Police will soon begin their annual Toys for Tots drive. Donation boxes will be at various DENRAC locations across Delaware. The goal here is to collect unwrapped toys for all ages, benefiting underprivileged kids throughout the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve Program. Donations will be accepted until December 12th in Kent and Sussex counties and December 8th in Newcastle County. I will definitely grab your jacket before you head out your door this morning.
For sure.
Yeah.
Except my dogs love the cold weather.
Really? Are they fluffy?
They're Shelties, so they're fluffy.
That makes sense. No, my dog likes the snow, but we're not going to see that on Delmarva.
Oh, my dogs love the snow. Love to eat it too.
That's so cute.
They do. But Bob, I don't know if we'll get snow for a while.
Yeah.
My Goldens used to do like the snow angels used to itch
Oh.
their backs in the snow.
That's so cute.
Yeah, not like that. A little different, but. Yeah, no, dogs love the cold weather. I think a lot of us love the cold weather as we're getting closer to the holidays. Assateague and Chincoteague are starting out in the 30s this morning. Seeing the sunshine, but pack the umbrella because we're looking at wind, cold, only mid-40s, and then rain building in later on in the day. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, you're dry the first half of the day, but highs only into the mid-40s, and then that rain building in. And by 5 p.m., we're into the mid-40s. It's going to be a raw evening. Same on the Bayside, Cambridge and Chrisfield. Both rain building in this afternoon with mid-40s, but then 50s on Saturday. It will be breezy and then a little warmer on Sunday. Much more on the rain building in this evening or weekend forecast and what we can expect heading into the holidays next week. That's coming up in the next half hour.
Looking forward to that, Bob. Thank you. Well, are you ready to spread some holiday cheer this weekend, whether it's giving back or maybe enjoying some festive fun? We got you covered.
Christina DiRobertis has your cool things to do.
Well, there's a mix of Christmas and Thanksgiving fun this weekend, but the coolest thing you can do is help people in need. And here are 2 ways to give back this weekend. First, you can help stuff the truck with the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company. Stop by Buffalo Wild Wings in Rehoboth this Sunday with a new unwrapped toy and get a discounted meal in return. Or join the Coast Country crew in Salisbury on Saturday for the Joseph House Holiday Food Drive. Bring non-perishable food items and make sure everyone can enjoy a good meal this holiday season. On Saturday morning, the Millsboro Public Library will host the Manicoke Indian Dance Troupe. Watch Native American dancers bring their culture to life in the library's multi-purpose room. Or lace up your sneakers and head to Felton for the annual Gobble Wobble Run on Sunday. It supports the Lake Forest Community Education Foundation. For event details, tickets, and more, just head over to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Window World at Delmarva, quality and price that can't be beat. Get a 10-window package for only $121.81 per month.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Remember, first to call, first to install.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture and North Star Heating and Air Conditioning.
In 2019, 2 visionaries banded together behind a restaurant to create the ultimate pizza, starting from scratch, just like our dough. At the Dough Bar, everything is a season for a reason. From our gourmet specialty pizzas to our signature sandwiches and mouth-watering entrees, we use high-quality ingredients for a freshness you'll crave. Enjoy our specialty cocktails with 16 craft brews on tap, or toast your own s'mores tableside by the water. Order online or visit the Dough Bar, Milton, Delaware's hidden gem.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral service offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $15.95, or choose to have a small visitation service, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services. Simply respectful.
For professionalism, craftsmanship, and quality products at the best price, choose Window World.
If you need a new roof or windows or siding, just give them a call. I was very pleased and would recommend them to everyone.
Call Window World today.
Now on Coast TV News.
It's a cold and dry start to our Friday. 30s out the door, feeling colder with the wind. Then a cold rain later today into this evening with improving conditions for the weekend and not as cold. Forecast details coming up next.
See evacuations in Iceland as a volcano erupts for the 7th time in the past 11 months.
And Ocean City is getting in the holiday spirit. A look at the spectacular light show that kicked off on Thursday night.
Auto shop emergency. We have details about a car fire in Georgetown.
This is Coast TV News Today.
Thank you for joining us as we continue this morning. I'm Paige Marley.
Good morning. I'm Elise Weber. Thanks for joining us on this Friday morning.
Cold Friday morning.
Cold Friday morning, but it's your birthday and it's on a Friday.
That's true.
That's a good day to have a birthday.
That is true. You know, Matt Pensick joked that he's off today to go celebrate my birthday.
That's really nice of him.
It's really generous of him.
So nice of him.
Yeah, I wish I knew what he was doing to celebrate, but I know it's probably a good time.
Well, I think he's celebrating the Browns win last night, which so am I.
Oh, did they win?
They did. I didn't watch it because I had no faith in my team.
Wait, I'm actually really excited for that.
I am too. No, I am too. And it was snowing too at the game, which was so fun to see because Bob, I honestly was forgetting it was winter for the longest time well, not winter, but it was fall for the longest time in November.
Yeah. And good morning, ladies. Happy birthday, Paige. Good morning, Delmarva. Yes, it is winter all of a sudden to our north. It's snowing in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, up into New York. More on that in just a second. No snow for us. It's just really cold out the door. 34 in Salisbury, 33 Delmar. It's cold enough for snow. Milton, 34, 35 Bethany Beach and Rehoboth. And the winds at times gusting 10, 20 miles per hour. So feels like temperatures below freezing in Georgetown and Salisbury and in Bethany Beach. So bundle up out the door as we have mostly clear skies here, but you don't have to go too far to the north to get into the snow. Harrisburg, PA, even around Philly, they're getting heavy snow in the Poconos up into New York, a cold rain around New York. And this upper level low will pivot in later today. Not as snow, it's going to be too warm, but we'll be seeing rain building in as we go into the afternoon. But this morning, pack the umbrella, even though it is just dry and cold, and we'll see morning sunshine. Then this afternoon, mid-40s, clouds build in, the rain builds in, and it gets really cold and raw this evening as the rain continues into the evening hours. Drivecast this morning, you're okay. Dry roads, it's cold, gave it the green light, but then I'd say beginning around 4 o'clock, the rain starts to build up. It's cold, it's wet, so drive with caution, and there will be puddles out there as well, but at least it's liquid precipitation and not frozen.
Thank you, Bob. And news this morning, Iceland officials are warning locals about gas emissions after this volcano you see on your screen roared back to life. Officials say this is the 7th eruption since last December, after previously being dormant for 8 centuries. And that volcano began erupting late Wednesday night, sending molten lava flowing toward the famous Blue Lagoon, forcing guests to evacuate.
Also new this morning, Georgetown police will continue to investigate what caused the vehicle fire Thursday morning. According to the Georgetown Fire Company, first responders arrived at the Advanced Auto Parts a little before 11 a.m. Flames burst from the vehicle in front of the store. No word just yet on any injuries.
And happening now, Rehoboth Beach is working to replace one of its commissioners. This is after former commissioner Don Preston resigned from his position on Thursday. That was effective immediately. Preston was elected to the board in September 2023 and had about 2 years left in his term, which was set to end in 2026. The city did not say a reason for his resignation.
And now on this, the city saying that the appointment process is still being decided. Rehoboth Beach Mayor Stan Mills said in a statement, quote, "While I am disappointed with Commissioner Preston's resignation from the Board of Commissioners, I sincerely appreciate his service to the community."
And happening today in Rehoboth Beach, officials will discuss the proposed Belhaven Hotel that could possibly go on the boardwalk right above Candy Kitchen. According to the Planning Commission's agenda, commissioners could go into an executive session where they will seek legal advice from an attorney. The proposed hotel was brought debate to the nation's summer capital, as some locals believe business is too close to the boardwalk, while others believe it could benefit the area. And it may still be November, but Ocean City has already started to get into the Christmas spirit. The town kicked off, I want to visit it. It's this popular Winterfest of Lights tradition at Northside Park Thursday, and that crowd, it did not disappoint.
Yeah, you got to check it out, Elisa.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Coast TV reporter Brendan Conroy shows us why you too won't want to miss out on this event.
Loud music, bright lights, and a great night. All filled with Christmas spirit. That's what you'll find at the Winterfest of Lights in Ocean City. And the vendors, they love it.
I just love seeing all the little children come in, all dressed up. But the lights are just magnificent here. And my favorite is always the big tree.
The month-and-a-half-long holiday event is a winter wonderland of wow, with lit-up trees, lit-up walkways, and light displays that show your favorite Christmas characters and elements. One visitor says she looks forward to Winterfest every year.
I think my favorite part is definitely the tree and all of the interactive lights. The tree's my favorite part every year, and I love the hot chocolate, of course.
For the holiday fan in your home, Winterfest of Lights is a must-see event. But if you prefer your turkey and stuffing before getting to Christmas and New Year's, don't worry. The bright and chilly walk-through show will be open all the way until the end of the year. For CoastTV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
And the Winter Wonderland experience will be open all the way until the end of this year. So if you are looking to get that taste of Christmas magic before the big day arrives, you can still be sure to head over to Ocean City.
And staying on the topic of lights and holidays, Milton will light up its park on Saturday, November 30th at 5:30 p.m. This will be at Memorial Park, and those lights will turn on at 6 p.m. There will be hot chocolate, cookies, and music, and there will then be a parade on December 4th at 7 p.m. where a special guest named Santa will make an appearance.
Santa loves Delmarva.
He does.
He told me himself. All right, new this morning, Trump is welcoming a new U.S. Attorney General pick, Pam Bondi, a former Florida Attorney General. Former Representative Matt Gaetz, the previous choice, withdrew his name from consideration as President-elect Trump's pick for U.S. Attorney General on Thursday. Sources tell NBC News that after meeting with lawmakers on Capitol Hill, Gaetz did not have the political capital to push his name through Senate confirmation hearings.
I mean, there's a sense of relief about it, of course. I think he did a pretty noble thing.
I think for someone to be nominated to be the Chief Law Enforcement Officer of the United States and facing persistent and disturbing charges involving sex trafficking and drug use really caused some real challenges for him.
And some senators say Leslie should let this process play out. Others are raising alarms about some of Trump's cabinet picks overall.
And we have a lot more news to get to, so don't go anywhere.
Still ahead this morning, a new community center for people living in Georgetown's Pallet Village. How organizers say the building will help the locals in multiple areas of their lives.
And we'll show you which Delaware football teams have a chance to advance to the state finals. We'll be right back.
Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers, is looking for you to help stock the shelves at the Joseph House just in time for the holidays. The annual Joseph House Food Drive is Saturday, November 23rd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the parking lot of the Wicomico Civic Center. Please help by dropping off non-perishable food items for those in need. All food donations are accepted no matter your neighborhood. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Ordered now.
As the season changes and temperatures drop, Spicer Brothers is turning up the heat with Black Friday sizzling savings. Right now, save 30% off your complete roofing system. Plus, save an additional $1,000 off your new roof during our Black Friday sale. At Spicer Brothers, excellence is our standard, ensuring each project is built to last a lifetime. Call our office by December 15th and schedule your free in-home consultation to take advantage of the Black Friday sizzling savings. Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Welcome to Los Angeles, home of my Los Angeles Rams. Now, they were counted out, but the Rams, unbelievable. They got a secret sauce. Now the Eagles come to town, and they're bringing the heat. Jalen Hurts and those weapons. Wow. Spicy. The Eagles and the Rams. Let's see what they bring to the table on Sunday night. We're cooking up something special. Caliente.
6:39 on this very cold start to our Friday. Tunnel and Razor Cam, no flags on the flagpole, but we got a breeze out there. 35, but feeling much colder with the wind. And we've got mid-30s inland, 34 at Georgetown and Milton, down to freezing in Delmarva, 32 and 37 in Ocean City. And with that wind gusting over 20 miles per hour at times at the beaches, feeling like below freezing in Bethany Beach and low 30s elsewhere. So bundle up. We're dry now. We're going to see some morning sun, but already clouds increasing to the north. And there's a big area of snow through Pennsylvania into northern New Jersey, into New York as well. This system drops to the south today, not as snow, but as rain later on. And so if you're riding the ferry, bundle up. It's really cold. Temperatures only in the 40s, feeling colder with that wind gusting over 30 miles per hour. Then we'll see the rain building in by mid-afternoon. A good time to have an umbrella. And voila, Eric Riddle from Lewis has a brand new one. Congratulations to him from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. And happening now, that burn ban that was in place in Maryland is no longer in place. The Department of Natural Resources says this comes after a review of ground conditions and recent precipitation. However, as of right now, Delaware is still in a burn ban.
We've covered the Pallet Village in Georgetown for years now. It's temporary housing for the homeless. And today there will be a groundbreaking ceremony for a new community center on that site. Springboard Delaware, that's the organization that operates the village, says the center will provide essential services like job training, health care, and wellness programs to support the individuals experiencing homelessness on their path to permanent housing.
And this week on Sunday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles will take on the LA Rams right here on Coast TV. And then stay tuned after the game for your local news.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning, sports fans. Tonight we have Delaware State semifinal action in football. In 1A, Indian River facing Polytech. IR has only lost one contest this year, and earlier in the season they picked up a win versus Polytech, 41-17. The Panthers come into this game after a dominating victory over First State Military Academy, 35-6. Kickoff for this game slated for 7 tonight in Dagsboro. And we have two potential upsets brewing. First, we start in Class 2A. The Woodbridge Blue Raiders have their work cut out for them against the #1 seed in Caravel. Woodbridge defeated Archmere last round 16-14, and Caravel took down Laurel 34-0. This game takes place in Bear this tonight at 7 p.m. Up in 3A, Sussex Central heads to the home of the defending 3A champs, Salesianum. Central defeated Appoquinimink last week in their rematch of a thriller earlier this season with a late-game winning field goal. The Sallies are coming into this matchup winning 19 straight against Delaware schools. Their last in-state loss came against Dover last season in Week 4. The Sallies shut out 8-seeded Cape Henlopen last week. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. Watch highlights tonight on DSN's The Final Score at 11 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
And don't forget, coming up tonight on DSN, your football pre-show at 6 p.m. It's Scoops and Scores. Your game at the night, 6:30. Fort Hill will face off against Cambridge South Dorchester. 10:30, it's Nittany Game Week if you like Penn State. And tune in for the Final Score at 11.
And today's entertainment report isn't just for fun. It's a pair of public service announcements. David Daniel has news you can use in today's Hollywood Minute.
We were constantly developing new ways to get you to buy. Influencing your behavior in subtle ways that you'd never even realize. And every trick in the book is being used to hide what's really going on.
You may want to watch this before hitting those Black Friday sales. Veterans of Adidas, Apple, Amazon, and other top brands expose the strategies and tactics of keeping customers coming back in Buy Now, This Shopping Conspiracy. The documentary is now streaming on Netflix.
Who's ready for Santa?
And if you're looking to watch Dear Santa in the days ahead, be careful. This Dear Santa is season 2 of a docuseries about the U.S. Postal Service's Operation Santa and its elves that make young letter writers' Christmas wishes come true. It debuts on ABC-owned stations on Sunday and on Hulu November 29th. Meanwhile, a boy with spelling issues unwittingly summons Jack Black as Satan in the Farrelly Brothers movie Dear Santa, which debuts on Paramount Plus Monday.
By the way, after you make your wishes, I'm taking your soul.
Naughty or nice, the choice is yours. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
During the holiday season, Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign works to bring the Christmas spirit to everyone. And already our initiative has raised almost $80,000. To donate online, visit blessourchildren.org.
And a cold start across Delmarva at the beach in Rehoboth. 35, some clouds on the horizon. Sun this morning, cold and dry, and then a wet end to the day. It will be raw and rainy as we go into this evening, but not white. It will be drier and not as cold for the weekend. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Mondays at 5 on Big 1077. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone Mondays at 5 on Big 1077. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture and North Star Heating and Air Conditioning.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
As temperatures drop, FH Fur invites you to be part of something truly heartwarming, our Fall into Comfort Toy Drive. Through December 15th for only $29, the experts at FH Fur will perform a comprehensive heating system inspection, ensuring your home stays snug through the chilly months ahead. The best part? 100% of the proceeds will go to the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
On this Friday, it's 6:47, and you're going to take a live look right now at Rehoboth Beach. Sun is on its way up, Bob, but man, if those football players are waking up this morning thinking it's going to be a good day, it still will, but they should really put on those, what do they call those, like undershirts, the thermals?
Yeah, thermal underwear,
Yeah.
absolutely, long johns.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for the spectators too, because we've lucked out so far, Paige, with nice weather for Friday night lights, but that's coming to an end. We've got big playoff games, and oh boy, it's going to be pretty rough out there. It's going to be wet and raw. The referee's thrown a flag on the field. Unnecessary rough weather at our forecast, sponsored by DSM Plus at kickoff. 42. It's rainy, it's windy, it's cold. So layer up. Make sure you have an umbrella and warm beverage. By halftime, it's still pretty wet and 40 degrees. So be safe and dry out there. Temperatures out the door this morning. It's dry, but it's cold. 34 in Georgetown, 34 in Milton, Seaford 34. Even at the beach is very cold there. 35 Bethany and Rehoboth, as we have an offshore wind, and that wind is gusting, 10, 20 miles per hour. So that feels like temperature right around 30 in Salisbury and Georgetown. Elsewhere, feeling like low to mid 30s. So bundle up out the door, as we do have mainly clear skies right now, but clouds already increasing around Baltimore and into Wilmington. And we've got a big area of snow all across Pennsylvania, into the Poconos, into New York, at Elise's parents' house or her house, and then also into northern New Jersey, where they've had all those fires. This is actually great news because they're seeing accumulating snow. They could see at least a foot in the Poconos, and right now it's just a cold rain in New York and Long Island. But this system will be dropping to the south, and it'll be warm enough for us as this pivots in later today as just a cold rain. And farther to the west, it's high pressure, and that will be our weekend weather. So let's walk you through it on Futurecast. Cold and dry this morning, and temperatures only warming to about 44 to 47 degrees by about 12:30. Then the clouds increase, and then we see the rain building in, and then that rain picks up in intensity. And by 6 o'clock, it's windy, it's raw, and it's rainy. Temperatures in the 30s to around 40 degrees. But it is warm enough for just plain rain. Nothing in the way of icy conditions, just rain, just wet out there as we go through the overnight. I think the rain quits by about midnight, and then it's just cold and breezy Saturday morning with 30s and 40s. Clouds in the morning, and then afternoon we're seeing sunshine and temperatures into the 50s. Maybe some clouds Saturday night, and then Sunday morning we're looking at temperatures in the 40s, and not as bad Sunday afternoon with temperatures into the upper 50s. But those winds coupled with the cold and rain making it miserable as we go into this evening, at times gusting 30 miles per hour and still very windy as we go into your Saturday. And because of that, a gale warning until Saturday morning. And we could see about a quarter-inch of rain. So not the best timing, but certainly good to see that. And then I want to fast forward to next week. Wednesday, the big travel day, is dry, but then Thanksgiving Thursday is wet. Could be white farther to the north. And we're looking at some of that rain continuing into Black Friday. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. Sun this morning and then rain this afternoon and this evening. 46 and then 50s for the weekend and dry. 60s early next week with some showers Tuesday. Dry for the big travel day, but then Thanksgiving Thursday, rain and 50 degrees.
Thank you, Bob. And happening now, the Ocean City Police Department is warning locals about a phone scam where scammers are impersonating those police officers. And OCPD says the scammers claim victims owe money for legal matters like missed court dates or jury duty. And the scammers demand payment via gift cards, wire transfers, or mobile apps, which is, by the way, something legitimate law enforcement would never ask for. OCPD says if you get a suspicious call, hang up immediately and call the department.
Plans to replace the bridge on Route 54 have been pushed back for an entire year. Construction was originally set for spring 2025, but that will now start in early 2026. It's the area you're looking at there on your screen. According to a note from State Rep Ron Gray, DelDOT says this is due to delays caused by title and navigation issues.
In a big move in Delaware's prisons, the Department of Corrections says it's given a tablet to every incarcerated individual. The DOC says while this was rolled out, there is no cost to taxpayers. They say it will help inmates stay in touch with family, as well as provide access to educational programs. The DOC says tablets also have legal resources for free, but they can pay for messaging and entertainment on those devices as well.
All right, it's now 6:51 this morning, and we are going to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
And today's Coastal Pet of the Day is coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA, and on your screen right now is Lady. Lady is a big girl who loves to run and sunbathe, and her favorite game is fetch, and she's great at it. And if you want to adopt this sweet girl or any other lovable pets, you can visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
Good idea, and don't forget we want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos of your pets at home. Tell us what makes them so special.
You can take a look at your screen and scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to CoastTV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
Bundle up out the door on this Friday morning. It's cold with 30s. It's clear, but already starting to see some clouds. Those clouds increase today, and it gets wet and pretty raw and windy for this afternoon and this evening. But then it dries out for the weekend and cool and looking wet again around the Thanksgiving time frame. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
That's where I kissed my first boy. That bedroom window, that's where I'd sneak out after I started kissing boys.
Happy's Place is hilarious.
I'm going to go kiss a boy.
An instant hit.
Oh, that ever happened to you?
Yes.
Happy's Place, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Today, you're one of my movers. Overworked, underpaid, and off the books.
I looked up child labor laws.
Shut up. See a hard after work chance?
No, but I can hear it.
Lopez versus Lopez, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
Thanksgiving Day. Your favorite traditions are only on NBC and Peacock.
Come on, let's turkey try.
Feast your eyes on the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Welcome to the Parade of Parades.
The National Dog Show. And Dolphins, Packers in prime time.
Glad you're with us for the last course. Off we go.
It's all Thanksgiving Day, only on NBC and Peacock.
Solo Cup Saturday night with me, Jared, 7 to 9 every Saturday on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated.
It's now 6:55. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. Iceland officials are warning locals there of gas emissions after a volcano that you see there on your screen roared back to life. Officials say this is the 7th eruption just since last December, after previously being dormant for 8 centuries. The volcano began erupting late Wednesday, sending molten lava flowing towards the famous Blue Lagoon, forcing guests there to evacuate.
Milford officials will continue to work to fix a lead in the pipes. The city sent out almost 3,000 letters to people impacted by the heavy metal in those pipes. And the city says right now they know 3 lines that have lead for sure, 114 lines have lead risk, and 2,740 lines have unknown materials. Milford says it will replace all lead and lead risk pipes by 2037.
Rehoboth Beach officials will discuss the proposed Belhaven Hotel, proposed to be built on the boardwalk above the Candy Kitchen. According to the Planning Commission's agenda, commissioners could go into executive session during this topic where they'll be seeking legal advice from an attorney. The proposed hotel brought debate to the nation's summer capital. Some locals believe the business is too close to the boardwalk. Others believe it could benefit the area. All right, time is now 6:56, and it's time for a look at your forecast before you head out the door.
It's definitely chilly out there, Bob.
But, you know, we're not seeing snow here, and if you are traveling north up into Jersey, ladies, or Pennsylvania, watch out. You're going to be running into snow up there, but not for us. We're looking at dry conditions this morning, but make sure you have the umbrella this afternoon. We're not looking at snow. It's going to be too warm for that as we're warming into the mid-40s, but I think we will see the rain start to build in around 2 o'clock, and then it gets rainy and kind of raw as we go into the evening hours and windy as well, so plan appropriately. I know we like a dry Friday evening, but it's going to be a wet and raw one for Delmarva. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, 56 on Saturday, more sun on Sunday, a little warmer, 58, and then milder early next week with lower 60s. Could see a few showers on Tuesday, and then it cools down. I think the big travel day Wednesday is dry, but then I think we're looking at rain building in on Thursday, 50 degrees, and some of that rain could spill over into Black Friday as well, 49. Right now, looking like rain. We'll continue to track that system, and then right now, it looks just dry and cold as we go into next weekend with highs in the 40s and a hard freeze at night. Temperatures into the 20s as it's starting to feel a lot like winter.
Oof, looks like it, Bob. Thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today.
The Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
And then we'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick with us.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great morning.